We are back on Morning Line. Thanks for joining us. Josh Horn with us from Social Security. Got some lines open, 737-7587. If you want to jump in, give us a shot, and we'll try to get to your call. We've got some folks that have waited. Next up on the list is Doretha. Hi, Doretha.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you? What can we do for you?
Yes, I was listening. Why is it that it's because I have anxiety, I have panic attacks, I have several injuries. I had a light mini stroke, and my education and my weight was the reason they denied me.
Your education and your weight. So, and you had mini stroke. Well, now let's get into this then. There can be various reasons. Are you still in the appeal process right now?
Yes, and see, I was married for 27 years and had 3 disabled children, and my husband was the provider. So I didn't work for 27 years. So, but prior to that, I worked all my life.
Okay, all right, tough situation, and she's dealing with some mental conditions as well, but they're diagnosable, obviously, and legitimate. So what do you suggest?
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're continuing on the appeal process, because that's what it's there for. Basically, you know, when you send it up for an initial level decision, you get to an examiner, they make a decision, they go through and look at everything, but sometimes they either miss something, or maybe you disagree for whatever reason. Maybe they didn't get all the medical documentation in time. Different things like that, and that's why we have the reconsideration level, which sends it back, and a different examiner will look at your case. I'm not sure if you're at the reconsideration level or the hearing level, but at both the initial level and the reconsideration level, you're going to that disability office that I mentioned earlier, and they've got some very specific criteria, some very specific listing codes that they have to figure out which particular listing code you meet, and document that, and then from there, again, if you're denied at that level, you can go before an administrative law judge, which is what we talk about frequently on this show, and going to the hearing, and at that point, you actually get to go face to face before a judge, and you can talk about your conditions. You can talk about your maybe the letters that you've gotten before and some different things like that. He can kind of look at a little bit more of the picture than maybe what the examiners were able to look at the disability office, and that's why you see a little bit higher allowance rate at the hearings level. And so, the best thing I can do is encourage you to continue with the appeal level, and particularly to the judge level, and then based on what his feedback is, hopefully it's an allowance, but if it's a denial, I would again read that letter very carefully, and hopefully that would give you some more information.
Hope that helps. We've got more calls coming in right now, so we'll have to move on to Jim. Hi, Jim. Good morning, Jim.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I sure can, buddy. You go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question about Social Security. I filed early at 62 last year, and I believe they told me I was allowed to make $16,000 extra a year. Is that correct?
Yeah, and actually this year it's gone up a little bit, so now it's about $17,000.
Okay, that's besides my Social Security, which is $12,000 a year I'll be getting. Is that correct?
Well, this is work activity. This is gross income from work activity or net profits from self-employment.
Okay, so I can make the $16,000 and the $12,000.
Yeah.
Right. We don't look at your Social Security amount. This is just earned income.
Yeah. My question is, they're going to file a 1099 on me on this. I think I'll probably make about $9,000 extra this year. I'm not going to have the money to pay that tax when it comes up in April. Or will they give me some kind of leeway on that?
So you worked and earned about $9,000 last year?
More.
Or over the $17,000?
No. I got a part-time job, and I made about $9,000. Along with my $12,000 on my Social Security.
Well, as far as Social Security is concerned, it's not going to affect your Social Security because you're underneath that earnings limit. As far as the IRS is concerned, I mean, if it's taxable, then you got to pay taxes unless you might have had some taxes withheld on it.
Well, you had taxes withheld, or was someone just paying you with a check?
They would just pay me and then filling out a 1099 like I worked for myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, that's the problem. Well, yeah, you still got to pay the IRS for any money you earn. It won't affect your Social Security, but unfortunately, just like anyone else, you've got to pay the taxes, and if not, you may have a delay, but you're going to have to pay a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, the question I was wanting to ask is that they won't take that out of my Social Security check, right?
Oh, would they, if he was not able to pay the taxes on what he owed, would they deduct it from Social Security automatically? Like,
eventually they may consider that. They try to.
They wouldn't do that right off the bat.
Not right off the bat. They try to work out with you the agreement plan, things like that. But for debtors to the Treasury that just don't do anything, then they will eventually come after Social Security.
Yeah, but I see what your concern is there, Jim, and I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
I understand. You're worried that all of a sudden you can't afford to pay it, and then you're going to get a much smaller check. Hopefully you work something out where you can make good with the IRS within a year or two. If you don't, they'll probably garner your Social Security.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that. I just need a little more time,
Yeah, I got you. I think they should be reasonable on that for sure. And we're not talking about a lot of money by any means.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I watch y'all all the time when y'all come on here on this plus.
Good. Well, thank you, sir, and good luck with that. But I think you'll be okay. Yeah, that's tough, but good for him calling and asking that. It's back in your mind. He's an honest man. Let's go next to Joyce. Hi, Joyce.
Hey.
Hey, Joyce. What can we do for you?
The question I want to ask is, my husband passed away a little over a year ago.
Sorry.
And I'm fixing to turn 60 here in June. And I was wanting to know if I should go ahead and apply for his Social Security now, or should I wait? Because I have no income coming in, period.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely want to look at that, and we can, if you give us a call, we can run some numbers for you and see how much you'd get at 60 and how much if you wait.
Is that a widow's benefit? Is that what we're talking about?
Considered a widow's benefit.
Okay. So she can apply now, even though she's 60, under the Social Security age.
Social Security you can apply as early as age 60 when it's widows or widowers benefit.
Gotcha.
So it's a little different than regular retirement, and so we can look at that. You would be subject to the earnings limit of $17,000, but for you said you're not working, so that shouldn't be a problem. And so a lot of folks do choose to do that, and then what you can do is later on you can switch over if your own benefits becomes a higher amount, you can actually switch over and apply. So we have some folks that draw widows or widowers benefits and let their own grow until age 70, and then they switch over to their own. So that may be something you want to look at in the future if it's a higher amount, or if it's not, you can, but it's going to be reduced. It's going to be a reduced amount, so you want to double check and see if you want to do it now, if you want to wait till 62, if you want to wait till 66, etc.
Yeah. So the simple answer is go apply.
Now if I can, because I have nothing coming in, period.
Yeah, then definitely
do it now.
Yeah.
Do it now. And if she does it now, she'll get it, provided what she's telling us is accurate.
But would I get it by the time I turn 60?
It'll start when you turn 60, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, there's no reason you shouldn't do that. You definitely go for it. That's your money.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. And by the way, she can, when she's drawing on that, she can work too, right?
She can work, but she would be subject to the earnings limit of $17,000.
Okay, if she chooses, but she says she's right. She didn't have any income, but that's a no-brainer.
Right, yeah, that's...
go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
Let's go to Betty. Hi, Betty.
Hi.
Hey, how can we help you, ma'am?
My question is, what is the least amount that you can draw on Social Security to get a SSI check?
Okay, so Social Security, SSI is offset for any other kind of income because it's a needs-based program. So for unearned income, unearned income would be anything that's not associated with work. So that'd be Social Security, unemployment, short-term insurance, long-term insurance, anything along those lines. It's a dollar for dollar offset. So $750 in SSI, if you make $200 in Social Security, then you're going to be offset by about $200.
Okay, so but the smallest amount. So and they determine how much you get in SSI based on what your income is or what assets you have.
Yeah, you have to either be disabled, and it's the same disability decision as Social Security, or you have to be over age 65. And so in either one of those situations, assuming that you qualify for either the aged benefits or the disability benefits, then they look at how much other income you have, and if you've got $350 in Social Security unearned income, you're going to get about $400 in SSI.
And the max amount a single individual can get for SSI, regardless of the circumstance, about $750.
It's $750 this year.
$750, and the smallest check someone gets for SSI could be $5. Could be $1.
Yeah.
Could be $1. So the smallest could be down to $1, depending on what your assets are. Let's go to Charles. Hi, Charles.
Yes, sir.
Hey, go ahead, sir.
I have a question about the VA and Social Security.
Okay.
I I'm on a VA pension. It's called a non-military pension.
Okay.
It's $1,139 a month. Plus, I get $300 a month for my 9-year-old daughter. I'm 68 years old, and the VA tells me I cannot draw my Social Security.
Is this one of those where it's one or the other?
Well, not to my knowledge. I don't know why they told you that, to be honest, because with Social Security, we don't care about VA benefits. We don't, when you're talking about retirement benefits, we don't care about any other kind of pensions that you're drawing. So I'm not sure.
That's the only thing I'm drawing, and it's
But you worked for a living, right? You made money, you paid into Social Security?
Yes, for almost 60 years.
Well, I don't understand why they'd be telling you you can't draw. That doesn't sound right. You go ahead and apply for Social Security. Don't listen to them.
Alrighty, thank you, sir. I will.
Yeah, my point is fill out the forms. You can go back to them and ask them. I don't want you to jeopardize losing your veteran benefit. So let them know, but say, look, I don't understand. I mean, they're separate, you know.
I don't know.
And so
why
just
they would tell you that.
make sure you double check, because I don't want you to do what I said and jeopardize your veterans benefit. But it does sound to me like they're two separate things. You should be able to draw both. So somewhere the message is getting garbled here. You need to clarify with them, okay?
Well, that will give me, if they tell me it's one or the other.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's one or the other.
Yeah, and of course I can't speak on behalf of the VA, and I don't know all their pension rules and different types of pensions that they've got, and so you really need to speak probably to somebody there. But as far as Social Security is concerned, we don't care about veterans benefits. You know, we want you to get as much as you can. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I would want you to draw, but I would recommend calling VA and getting more clarification on why you can't do that.
That's a pretty darn basic thing. So there's something missing here. VA knows this. They know they're separate unless you have some special type retirement there. I don't know. Eric, do you have a quick question? We've only got about 2 minutes.
Hello?
Hey, Eric, we only have 2 minutes. Do you have a quick question?
Yes. I was just wondering, I got a Social Security appointment here in court date coming up, but no lawyer will not take my case on it. But they say, when they send me my form, they said that they're going to go from the period of 93 to this period. What's the meaning of that be?
I didn't catch the last part.
What kind of meeting it would be, you're asking?
See, they got me going to a court date for Social Security disability January the 16th.
Okay.
But I had multiple lawyers to look over my case and file for my case and stuff, which they took withdraw from my case. But I got a court date set for the 16th of this month for a court date for Social Security disability. But when they sent the letter, they said that we're going to go from the period of 93 to this period. But I believe when I was in 93, my mom used to draw Social Security on me.
Okay, I wish we had more time for him, but if he has the appointment, he should go. You don't have to have a lawyer to go.
You don't have to have a lawyer. You definitely should go.
And maybe work that out.
If a lawyer won't take it, I don't know if I can speak to that, but definitely go and talk to the judge, plead your case, and go from there.
Yeah, and you ask that question when you go. Make sure if you're going on your own, bring all your paperwork, bring everything with you, but still go to that and ask that question to them when you're there. Josh, you're awesome. We'll see you again soon, my friend. Have a good day.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back with more right after this.